down this other road through to Matamata. Nice little pop. Like I was saying, I got these handlebars lifted. Brought myself a single seat off a low rider. And I want to get that installed. Look at these old barns. I'll walk through cow shed and a barn. Have a slow ride down this road. So if you put a line from basically Cambridge through to Matamata, a set of hills in the middle, it's all really nice farmland, very rolling, and a little bit rough still. I like this. Some longhorns down there. Yeah, just have a yarn. Okay, so this is a real popular little spot right here in the Waikato for the young people. Hard to imagine it, isn't it? But it is. I'll show you why. Here's your first clue. Okay, so if you're a young person in the Waikato, this is one thing you can get up to. I'm not condoning it and I'm not endorsing it. I'm just saying it's a fact. Here's the evidence. But yeah, I just wanted to stop and put a new battery in and also have a look at the bike. It's stripped down at the moment. It's polished up. You can't really notice the handlebars being higher, or maybe you can, I don't know. They certainly feel different. I'm enjoying them like that. Yeah, I didn't enjoy a dull day, but a perfect day for a nice slow ride. Right, I thought I might as well get some use out of this back seat before I get rid of it. Never really sat on it. Well, I had no reason to. So yeah, the channel, what to do. I mean, 53 videos, where's it going, what's it all mean, what's the future for it. I am still enjoying making the videos. I'm always enjoying riding the bike, so it just seems like a good byproduct of the two things working. What I thought I'd do is just over the winter maybe is get down to Road and Sport and do some demo rides on some of their new product. And when I say new product, I'm talking more about the new engines, or the Revolution Max as they call it, first introduced in the Pan Am a couple of years ago, and people were really enjoying that motorcycle. It's getting a real following. I've never ridden it. I have an adventure bike. I would like to ride that motorcycle and check it out. I know I'll like it because I come from farm bikes and dirt bikes, trail bikes, and like I say, I've got a Suzuki V-Strom and I ride that in the gravel in the South Island, so that's my first thing, is here to ride on that and try that new engine out as well, because Harley took a real leap of faith going into that market, which is really heavily dominated by the other brands. They've all got good products, namely the BMW GS, which is legendary. yeah, and then they put out the new Sportster. Of course, the Sportster just went for years and years, maybe 40-50 years, and then it needed a change and updating, and emissions was part of that, like exhaust emissions. So they put the Revolutionary Max into the new Sportster, and that's, in my opinion, probably going to introduce a lot of new customers to Harley, and it is a very powerful, lightweight motorcycle by the sounds of things, what I've written and watched on YouTube. So yeah, that's definitely on the to-do list. So yeah, there's the Sportster that's out now, been out for a while, and then they reintroduced the Nightster, and they put a slightly detuned engine. I think it's 975. The Sportster's 1200, and the high performance engines in the Pan Am, I can't quote stats, I'll get them wrong, but you know, the internet's chock full of that shit. So if you want stats on those bikes, what I can do is ride them and take them for a demo ride down. Just go down and see the guys at Road and Sport down there at Kirikiriroa, Hamilton, and take them out. And they are still designed and made in America. Yet here we are in New Zealand, we're riding their bikes, their research and development, and I think that's why the Sport Glide has done so well in this country, because it is so versatile, and it's probably the reason why the Sport Glide was pulled from the American lineup when they chose to take the Low Rider to the next level and really turn that into their #1 sport touring bike, which you can do everything on, and that'll be popular here in New Zealand. It is popular. It doesn't take anything away from the Sport Glide. You know, the Low Rider, they've put the 117 in it. The Sport Glide rather still got the 107. So that's probably the third bike, or the fourth bike I want to have a ride on. Would be the new Low Rider. I've ridden it once in the rain with the 117, potted around town on it, had a miserable ride, and you know, you've got a lot of cubes, you can work that out in cc's, it's a couple of litres I think, and you've got to be careful, there's no riding aids. So I potted around and I didn't enjoy it because of the wet, and so I want to take the ST out on a good day like today and try it out, you know, with the fairing on it. It's got the same saddlebags as the Sport Glide, a lot of it crosses over, of course the same chassis, suspensions similar. Oh hello, we got company. Check this fella out, can you see him? So we've just been joined by a local. There's one of these abandoned roosters. People don't realise when they get chickens in town that they quite often end up with roosters, so they just kind of abandon them out in these places, which is pretty mean. Hey dude, because it means that all the roosters get left behind, and then they just get to hang out with one another and fend for themselves. What you should do with a rooster, of course, is knock them on the head and eat them, but you're not allowed them in town. They make too much noise. Hell, I'd love a great big rooster or a great big cock in town. It'd be good, squawking his head off at 5 AM in the morning. Fantastic, but I'm not allowed. Yep, that's where we're at. Alright, got to get this battery in. So while we're here, let's just have a look around and see it. Look at green, clean green New Zealand for a start. Here's our mate the rooster. He got thrown away, now lives as a bachelor. Let's take a look down here. So obviously the kids have been chewing up the road, which we all pay for, and having a great time. But down here some awesome citizen of our country has decided, let's throw clothes away. But even better than that, let's take a look over this little bit rise here. Somebody's gone house moving and even chucked the wheelie bin away. Stupid people doing stupid shit. Here's our mate again. Old mate Rooster. Right, enough talking. So yeah, over the winter we're going to do some test rides, do a few little modifications to the Sport Glide and enjoy. So come along for the ride. Okay, let's go live today. It's a great day, you know. People think we're on some sort of rehearsal, like we're rehearsing for the next life, the next world, but it's not. You just got to get out and get shit done right now. Whatever shit you're into, go and get it done.